Just answer one question.
Boy, you are something, you know that?
Do you love me?
You are a 17-year-old boy.
Do you love me?
No.
Do you feel anything at all for me?
I'm not going to answer that.
If you do, I promise I'll leave you alone.
Yes, there is something there, but I know what it is. You remind me so much of your father. Every time I look at you, I can't help but think of him, and it's driving me crazy, but that doesn't mean I'm in love with you.
Can I come in and talk to you?
Now, you said you'd leave me alone.
I have something to tell you. If you just listen to me, I'll leave you alone. I really appreciate you doing this. After you listen to what I have to say, you can decide I'm crazy and you never have to speak to me again. Just hear me out. Okay. Here goes. I'm not Michael Riley Jr. I'm Michael Riley.
You're Michael Riley. The Michael Riley I went to school with. You're crazy.
You said you'd listen.
I did. Now I'm leaving. Wait a minute. This is my house. You leave.
Laura.
Look, I've heard some pretty desperate tricks before, but this one beats them all. I wasn't going to fall for a 17-year-old, so you want me to believe that you are a 40-year-old who has simply aged very well. Is that it? Forget it, Mick.
Just hear me out. I didn't age well. I aged like anyone else. My skin got wrinkles. I had a little bit of gray in my hair. I was terrible at racquetball.
So you did get old, but then you discovered some new vitamin. Is that what it is?
No, nothing like that.
Well, then what?
I met up with this angel.
Oh, an angel. Of course.
Well, I'm not sure he was an angel. He was just this old guy who appeared from nowhere, and I told him I wanted to be 17 again, and the next thing I knew, I'd gotten my wish, and he had disappeared.
That's wonderful. Have you been studying Dickens in your English class?
You've got to believe me.
No, you've got to be going now.
Look, what if I told you things about yourself that no one else in the world could know?
That ought to be interesting.
Okay. Your middle name is Jane, your father's name is Rodney. Your birthday's July 17th, and in high school you had a mean collie named Caesar.
Mick, your father could have told you any of that.
Your favorite color is pink. You're allergic to onions. You have the cutest birthmark behind your right ear.
Forget it.
Okay, how about this? Newman Lake, August 4th. A full moon.
Your father told you that?
Of course not. What kind of a guy do you think I am?
I don't know what to think. How would you know that?
I was there! Love Me Tender was on the radio. We decided it would be our song.
And you said you'd always love me.
I always did. I still do. Now do you believe me?
I don't know what to believe.
Look, I don't know how this crazy thing happened. It just did. You know how sometimes you wish for something? Something little, like, I wish it would stop raining, or I wish someone would call, and then it happens. And you could swear that someone out there heard you. Well, maybe that's what happened to me.
I'm crazy to believe this.
Think about it. How can you explain me? You can't! I just come in here from nowhere. I've got all the money I want. I've got no parents, no background, and I'm the best basketball player in Georgetown history. And I have the mind of a 40-year-old. Does that sound normal to you?
Stranger things have happened?
Name one.
I don't know, Mick, but anything's easier to believe than an angel.
Look, I could never make up something this crazy. I'm telling you, it's the truth.
Suppose it is the truth. Why would it happen? Why would you make a wish like that?
I don't know. I was desperate. You remember what you said in the ice cream parlor? How I'd spent my whole life in pursuit of success? It's true. I had everything a man could want, but it wasn't satisfying. I was getting old, and I looked around, and it seemed like my whole life had been one long mistake. And so I thought if I could go back and start again.
Values always were a little messed up.
I just kept trying to remember when was the last time I was really happy. And I kept going back to high school. And you. I wanted to feel like that again. I wanted another chance.
You came back and now you're happy?
I'm not gonna be happy without you, Laura. That's what I've learned from all this.
So what do we do?
Well, why can't things be like they were?
Because you're 17 and I'm not.
No, I only look 17. I still think the way you do.
Yes, but you look 17. You look 17 to the people at school, the people I work with, to my children. It'd never work, Mick. It doesn't matter how I feel. I could never get past the way it looks.
You could try.
This isn't fairyland with angels and wishes. This is real life. I have to live here.
Wait a minute. We could go back to the city.
What?
We could go back. You and me. I met that guy on the bus late at night. I'll bet he hangs out there or something. Laura, if he made me 17, he can do it for you.
What? Oh, that's crazy.
Why? Think about it. Angels can do anything.
I'm sure they can. But that isn't the problem.
What is it then?
I don't want to be 17.
Why not?
I like my age, Mick. And I like who I've become. I don't want to think I went through all the trials and the lessons and the heartbreaks for nothing just to go back and do it all over again.
But everyone wants to be young.
I was young once. It's enough for me.
But it's great. It's like starting over, but with all this extra time.
Mick, listen to me. My life, everybody's life is a collection of moments and days and years that they just don't mean anything until you put them all together and you add them up. And until you realize that, you're going to keep going around and around in circles. You may as well just stay a kid forever.
I wouldn't mind that.
But I would. And that's why it's never going to work. Goodbye, Mick.
I can't leave you again, Laura. Please give me a chance.
You had a chance, and you wished it away.
Oh, hi.
Hi, Tracy.
My mom's not home right now, Nick.
I wanted to see you.
Me, what for?
I'm leaving town. I wanted to say goodbye.
Well, goodbye.
Look, I know I didn't treat you too well, and I want to apologize. You're a very nice person, and you deserve better than that.
I know.
Well, I hope you won't hate me forever, but I guess I wouldn't blame you.
Why do you have to leave town?
Well, I don't have to. I want to. I guess I got a little homesick.
Who's gonna play forward on the basketball team?
I'm sure they'll find a replacement. Well, take care.
Mick? I guess you're not that bad. We probably could have gotten used to you.
Thanks. Hey, say goodbye to the guys for me. Tell them I forgive them for taking me cow tipping. You know, you really should keep Jeff Watson in mind. He thinks you're cute.
He does? Yeah, he's okay.
Oh, and say goodbye to...
I'll tell her.
I was going to say Pete.
I'll tell him when I'm speaking to him again.